Morning. Grand Rising. Won't he do it Wednesdays? Top of the morning, buttercups. How y'all doing? Come on in the room. Won't he do it Wednesday? Yes, we just getting our coffee together, buttercups. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I could have made my other coffee. Today is nice out, too, buttercups. I don't know. We might step outside today, baby. I don't know where we going or what we going to be doing. We might step outside today, my beautiful buttercup. Salutations, top of the morning. The girl just getting her coffee ready. Thank you. Sorry, buttercup. Excuse me. Top of the morning, my beautiful buttercups. Top of the morning. I'm running late this morning, so I didn't get time to tell there go my Mod Squad sisters. I didn't even get time to tap in with them this morning. So I'm running late, so I said, let me hurry up and hop on this goddamn live. You know, we try to get back up. We try to get on our schedule, buttercups. Get our behinds back in this algorithm, okay? Top of the morning, my beautiful buttercups. Happy Won't He Do It Wednesday, okay? Happy Won't He Do It Wednesday. Mama ButterFlii is officially on her way home for my cousin's funeral. I repotted our garlic buttercups. Hopefully I did it some justice. I think I'm supposed to make it stand up. Oh shoot. I don't know how to make it stand up, buttercups. Hopefully I did it some justice. Ooh, hold on, buttercups. Like something. No. Yes, buttercups. Top of the morning. How are you guys doing? It's nice and warm here today in Connecticut, buttercup. It's gonna be 40 degrees. Okay, picture that. My behind talk about so 40 degrees is warm. But it is. Hey, DJ Nee. Salutations, beautiful. I hope you are doing well. My beautiful living for me and Lady Rose in the building. Yes, top of the morning, my beautiful buttercups. Y'all, this top of the beautiful morning, okay? Won't he do it Wednesdays? Woo, okay. We officially get chill out now, okay? We sitting down. We got my beautiful buttercups here with me. Top of the morning, beautiful buttercups. Shout out to the Bush babies. Y'all hit that free 99 like button, okay? We got our coffee. Top of the morning, my beautiful buttercups. We got our coffee. Top of the morning. Woo. Won't you do it Wednesdays? Okay, we up, okay? Went to the Bush babies. Top of the morning, Bush babies. Happy Won't He Do It Wednesday. I'm running extremely late. I didn't even get to tap in with my sister squad yet. Top of the morning, my beautiful sister squad. Oh, my beautiful buttercups. Yeah, y'all. We might get some of this snow melted. Okay, so we had a little mini storm yesterday. Not even a storm. But it did snow again last night. But now the sun's out this morning. It's 40 degrees. Well, it's going to be 40 degrees today. So y'all know we got to get outside, okay? Even though we go out in the mess when it's at 3 degrees, okay? The girl went out one morning not even looking at the weather, and it was 11 degrees. I said, girl, if you don't hear me, get your behind back in this cardboard box. Okay. Top of the morning, bad girl, Riri, my pretty symmetry. Top of the morning, sister squad. I was running late. So I just had to go ahead and tap the live. Yeah, I seen some tape on TikTok we're going to get for that. Yes, buttercups. And for the windows, too. It's a little drafty in that cardboard box, so we're going to get this tape that I seen on TikTok. I was strolling on there when I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. Top of the Grand Rising, Miss Bugs. Grand Rising, beautiful. Hey, Shay Olay. I forgot. I just made sure I saved it so I didn't forget it. So I just put it in the cart. I'll go back and look at it. Shoot, there's a couple of things I want off of TikTok. First of all, I need to replace my goddamn tripod before the spring hit. We're going to be outside. Ain't nobody got time for the games, okay? Okay, I will. Yeah, make sure it's heavy duty, okay? Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely got to make sure. But yeah, we got to hurry up and get our tripod replaced before the spring hit. Matter of fact, where's my little one? Because I still got my little one. Remember I ordered one and it was the wrong goddamn one, Buttercups? Was it me? Oh, no. That was it. Hey, Sergeant Charge. Grand Rising, my beautiful Buttercups. Y'all are up and ready, huh? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Because remember, y'all, I used to be able to pull up stuff on the screen. I don't know why they took that option away. They get on my nerves. But maybe it's something. We back, you girl. I'm over here trying to think about how to do the goddamn thing and kick myself out the line. Top of the morning, Grand Rising, Gail Francis. Grand Rising. So did y'all see recently, allegedly, there was supposed to be somebody that's supposed to be claiming to be Glorilla's brother. But I was reading the comments, and people in the comments said that was a guy that do skits. That's not really her brother. He was doing a whole skit. So I don't know, Buttercups, but yeah, that's just an unfortunate situation, and Victoria was jacked up for what she did, dragging her family out there and having her mama lose her job. What else is going on, Buttercups? I don't know, Buttercups. I don't know. It's just a What We Do It Wednesday, okay? Your girl, in a bubble. Well, I haven't really been in the bubble, though. My baby looks so dry. Oh, Buttercups, my heart is so hurting. The way I got to nurse my babies back to life, okay? Oh. They'll be all right, though. I give it a month. I'll get them back to, Yeah, her mother lost her job because Victoria kept screaming where she worked at. And her job got, afraid of all that attention coming to their facility. Because somehow, some way, they was able to find out the actual facility of where, thank you, baby, where her mother worked at. So the job let her, and I think a couple of other relatives was working for them too. So apparently the mother and a couple of other people that was working there, got terminated because of, Victoria and her big old mouth. Remember she kept screaming, my mother work at FedEx. Why is she clocking in at FedEx? Yeah. So that's what I said. Now that you went ahead and got your little bit of clout off your sister and airing your family laundry out in the public, I hope that money you make, you getting it back to your mama now. I know you making some money off because a couple of content creators already had you do skits with them, so I know they gave you some money. So I hope you swinging that right back to your mother whose job you made her lose, okay? And when people retire, they tend to get little jobs that they can do 2 to 3 days out the week because it keeps them, going and yeah. Eva Walker, she end up getting fired. And I don't think the mother wanted to retire. She was down to working 2 to 3 days. But when you stop working, you retire, you gotta find other stuff to do. So you can it gets lonely, you know, you get bored. Then you start having all type of ailments because you're not moving around like you used to. And she just messed her mother all up. Yeah, ain't it, Shay Olay? It's real. That's real messed up. Because a family member, no fun, okay? A family member, no way. She went and bought her a necklace for 3K. Baby, I know you lying, Symmetry. And she done just made her mother lose her job. If I was a mother, I'd ring her neck with that same chain and then snatch it off her neck to go pay my rent. I cannot. She purchased the necklace. Yep, it's a wrap, Buttercups. She didn't officially got clout off of her sister. We'll be seeing her for the next 6 months on the blogs. Lord have mercy. 3K on the chain. And here is where I get confused. You spent 3K on a chain, but you was just crying about $2,500 for your rent. So I guess your rent's paid up for next month then. Girl. Oh, Glorilla, I'm gonna be I'm Victoria. I'm gonna be dragging you every other day, girl, because you ain't made no sense. Now you went and got a chain made. I'm just wondering, did you get... And see, this is why I think happened. Like I said, she called that mother asking her for money, and that mother told her she ain't had it. And somehow Glorilla got brought up in the mix. And and Victoria went off on Glow as if Glow wasn't looking out for the mother. Because the mother apparently didn't want to give that girl no money. No, $2,500 is a lot, girl. You can't pay your own rent. And you grown it in Glow, like you ain't out there getting your hustle on. And you're funny. You could have came out as just a comedian rather than airing out your family. That's the thing, like I said, that just turns me off and not make me want to support you. Because y'all know I don't like stuff like that. Not your family. You ain't supposed to come out here and do that. You know? But yeah, there's some guy that came out, but I was reading the comments and they said the guy, he does skits, that he ain't really related to Glow. So I guess his skit was so believable that people thought he was really her brother. But then there's people in the comment section that's familiar with the dude. And they was like, yeah. Yep. You right about that, Shay Olay. People with no real responsibilities and priorities will do you in every time. Ain't that the truth? Top of the morning, Queen Script. Top of the morning. Ain't that the people ain't got nothing to lose, you know? That's why you got to be mindful. You got to pick your battles. As my grandma used to say, every battle ain't your battle, okay? And you got to pick your battles wisely, okay? Because some people don't have nothing to lose. Some people just don't have nothing to lose, baby. When they ain't got nothing to lose, they'll try to make you lose everything, okay? Say that again, Shay Olay. That's so ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I would be... Like I said, hopefully she got the money now, for real, to take care of her mother. Yeah, glory, hallelujah. I love that her mother named her that, though. Okay. Is it Gloria? Is it Glory or Gloria? Hallelujah. Either way, I like that. That was cute. Listen. Yep, she lost her job. The girl she went live with Glow the other day. What's today? Wednesday? So I think Monday night, her and Glow went live. Well, she was on the phone. She wasn't on the actual live, but she wanted Glow to go live so she could clear her name up because the mother would, upset that Victoria came out here and did all that. And the mother, let it be known. Listen, I worked and I didn't have a problem working. I worked because I wanted to. And, she says that Glow does take care of her. And, whoever else she can look out for, Glow does look out for them. So, The issue was Victoria just was told no. She was told no, and she made it. As y'all can see, she made she made it a whole big clout chase because she was told no. And as y'all can see, you see what she did with the money. So we know why now that she didn't have the $2,500 for the rent. Because she just went and spent $3,000 on the chain. But your whole point of coming out here and airing out your sister was because you need $2,500 for rent. So you must have got, where's the $2,500 that you needed for the rent? Like, yeah, she just wanted to keep her job to have a normal life. That part right there. Everybody, some parents don't want to live off their kids. Parents don't even, believe in all that. Like I said, I believe Glo was looking out for her parents. They said Glo bought them cars, houses. You heard the sister gonna have a nerve to complain about the goddamn the house being the smallest house on the block. Girl, the entitlement is just out of this world, okay? So what if it's the smallest house on the block? It's his house. It's his 40 acres in a mule that he obviously didn't earn, that his daughter was able to buy him. So I think the father's grateful for it. Plus, older people don't need a big house. They need a whole big house. Like, what they need a big house for? They don't want to do all that cleaning and all that maintenance. You know how much it costs to take care of a big old house? Like, yo, the sister is just so unrealistic. Yeah, just live your life, Modesty, right. That's why I believe she wanted modesty. Hola, my beautiful buttercup. Grand rising, grand rising. Yes, I believe that was just tacky of that girl. I can't believe she went and spent $3,000 on the chain and was just crying about $2,500 for rent. Look at that, girl, Francis, and you ain't lying. A lot of people are starting to move into. They got this whole phenom called tiny houses. I had got into it last year, but there's a lot of people that's building like tiny houses, literally, because it just some things like, why would the mother in her age, even the father in his age, and it sounds like the father in his 90s. Why would he want a big old house that, like I said, it'll be a lot of maintenance. It'll be a lot of maintenance, and them old folks don't want to keep up with all that. Come on now. Good morning, Grand Rising, Satin Baby Doll. Yep, there you go, Symmetry. That's my logic, okay? Shoot, she got him that small house so the siblings wouldn't be trying to live off of him. That part right there, and take over. That part right there, Symmetry. That part right there, okay? Probably got the mama a small house too, or the mother was just like, no, I don't want a house. For all we know, she could have offered to buy the mother a house, and the mother was like, nah, I don't want a house. Some people don't, some people like where they live in. Yes, aren't they, girlfriends? That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a tiny house. It's yours. That's all that matters, okay? That is all that matters. That's why you can't make me ashamed of my cardboard box mansion. Okay? Okay, listen. You cannot make me ashamed of my cardboard box mansion, okay, baby? Because I know at least I got something over my head, okay? Especially up here on the East Coast, because I know I went to be brutal. Shoot, give me that. Yeah, oh man, some of them did do some really amazing tiny houses. Yes, baby. Unfortunately, though, they said I couldn't bring my cardboard box mansion on there, Well, the tiny houses, I think them people just park them, find a piece of land and go build on it, build a little tiny house, and they can move with it. So they basically live like, what is that called, a gypsy? People that don't never settle, they just travel and live everywhere. That's called a gypsy, right, Buttercup? need some more of your tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta make my baby my special tea.
I feel better though.
You do? Yeah. Ooh, this coffee tastes good, Buttercup. I think I'm getting used to drinking my own coffee, but y'all know we still gonna have to go to our mom and pop. Good. The Buttercup said good morning, Papa.
Good morning, Buttercup.
He said good morning, Buttercup. Yeah, I'm gonna make you some more of his little special tea. It be working too. Shoot, I need to have some more. I don't know. Now I'm sound all clogged this morning. Y'all hear me, Buttercups? I think I was sweating a lot in my sleep. I don't know what that was about. But I feel sound all clogged. Good morning. Yes. Well, Buttercups, I don't know. What else is going on out there, Buttercups? Mm-hmm. I don't know what else we've seen. You know, Trump's still on his BS. Oh, MAGA. Is MAGA finally turning on Trump behind these files, all these new documents that got released? And MJ is finally being vindicated, y'all. Oh, the Bell Collective trailer. Did the whole thing come out? Cause I only seen we gotta get into Bell Collective. I didn't really watch it last season, so I'm gonna go back and watch it last season before I get into this next season. But I don't know why I know why I didn't watch last season. Your girl had other stuff going on. But we gonna get into this season. We sure is, Buttercups. We sure is. Okay, so look out for that. I want me and Lady Roll. We had a little hiccup with doing the trailer for Love and Marriage Huntsville, so I think I'm gonna revisit that one. Yes, we're gonna get into it. What? Shannon Sharp is blaming Cat Williams for losing everything. You know what? Unfortunately, how can I put this? I don't think, I don't know about that, Shannon. I mean, then again, I don't know, Buttercups, because that interview is still legendary. It still not has been touched, okay? And we are still seeing the effects. Yeah, he did it to himself. I will say that, because you're old as, I don't know what, messing with a 19-year-old girl, an OnlyFans model. Like, make it make sense. And then you still out here on that, you still want some little young, dumb, full of cum. You still looking for young, dumb, full of cum. You still ain't learned your lesson from that situation. I don't think Cat Williams made you lose everything. And at the same token, like he said, he did. Shannon Sharp did do it to himself. But I do believe that having Cat Williams on his platform and what Cat Williams able to expose in the way that everybody could draw back to that interview and be like, yep, we still in the Cat Williams effect. It didn't help him. I'll say that. I don't think it's all because of Cat Williams. It definitely, listen, they didn't have nothing on you. If they didn't have nothing on you, then you couldn't have lost nothing. But apparently you wasn't covering your tracks. And then, you got your arm recordings talking to this girl, and then, like, yeah, you did it to yourself, Shannon. I would have to agree. Because even after you had Cat Williams, Monique came on there, and Monique had a very real conversation with you about going after these young girls. And no sooner than after that, baby, that suit, that the OnlyFans model came out here and got you for your guap. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Buttercups. He did do it to himself because he had enough things in his closet that I don't think he understood how powerful Cat Williams is. And I don't think he ever paid attention to Cat Williams' stand up, because Cat Williams, from the time he ever came out, has always been honest. He's always dropped gems in his stand up. Like, that's just the type of stand up Cat Williams has always did. I mean, it's the same. Miss Bugs, and it just, I don't be understanding. It's the same thing throughout history. So it's like, I don't understand what y'all not understanding. You seen what happened to Tiger Woods? Baby, I mean, so many people before them, okay? Listen, take all your money. Unfortunately, Don Cornelius took his life. Unfortunately, that man, because he got taken for everything. They don't get it. They don't get it. I don't know what to tell you, baby. They just don't get it. Them, and see, they have all this stuff to say about black women and how we're bitter and vindictive, and baby, shoot, if you ask me, we ain't bitter enough sometimes. Shoot. Speaking of black women and not being bitter enough, baby, not only did Stephon Diggs, Mr. Diggs, and peed me off, okay, not only did he fumble Carly, but he lost the dang Super Bowl. And I don't know what that, like, I kind of blame Cardi, though. I have to be honest. Y'all know I'm Barty gang. Gang, gang, gang. My old ass love me some Cardi B, okay? But I don't understand her picking and I think she just got caught up. I honestly don't think that she was really trying to make that a situation, and she got caught up in the moment and ended up pregnant. And Cardi she ain't killing none of her babies, so you can forget it. She does not believe in unaliving her babies, okay? So she kept it. But I don't like the way he got my girl out here embarrassed, okay? You got all her little ops out here just reveling in how embarrassed you embarrassed her. I can't even lie. That's crazy. It's crazy what Stephon Diggs did. But I hope Cardi B takes this time. Well, her tour starts today, so shout out to Cardi B, okay? Shout out to Cardi B. Her tour starts today at Buttercup. Y'all know I'm trying to go when she hit Connecticut. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I definitely want to try. Okay, I'm definitely trying to go see Big Barty when she get here to Connecticut, okay? Matter of fact, that's why I seen her the first time I ever seen her. I remember I told y'all my friend that's no longer with us, she bought us some tickets one year for my birthday. We went to the casino. Yeah, Lady Road. That's why I said, really, Cardi B needs to take the time to heal from being with a malignant narcissist such as Offset, and just really heal and find herself. And she has some growing up to do, I think. And I get Cardi not wanting to change just because of money, but you do have to grow up at some point in your mentality, and I don't think Cardi B understands who she is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't think she understands who she is. So it's hard for her to put herself in a place, right, where she's understanding who she is and what she brings to the table and how much value she is. I don't think Cardi realizes that about herself, because she's still regular, degular, smegger Cardi in her mind. But in reality, no, you're not regular, degular. You're not that regular, degular, smegular girl from the Bronx no more, okay? You are a woman. You have 4 beautiful children. Okay, you have 2 daughters that you're raising. So there's some growing up that Cardi's gonna have to do, and there's some accepting of who she is now that she has to do. I think that's where she struggles at, with not wanting to become this stush person or this person, because she don't want the money to make her. And I get that. I get that. But girl, at some point you have to realize the money has made you. You have made the money, baby. So new levels, unfortunately new devils, but new levels for sure. Okay? Yeah, they are. They are. And that's Cardi's mindset. Symmetry, they certainly are. And I think Cardi B could still consider herself a regular, everyday, like I said, regular, smegular, degular girl from the Bronx. She doesn't even realize her star power. Because I promise you, anything that girl touch, the stock goes through the roof. I don't care. You get her to endorse your product, it's getting sold out. And I ain't gonna hold you. So she has to understand and realize her worth and her power. Cause she ain't getting it. And the minute she do that, the better off I think she'll have better choices in the men that she choose. You know what I mean? But for right now, she don't even need to choose a man. She need to focus on this tour and just get her mental right so she can be, because this tour is gonna take a toll on her. She's gonna be separated from her babies, and that baby. How old's her son? What? 2, 3 months. Her son's 2, 3 months. Yeah. Yes, yeah, she does. You could tell Cardi B. Y'all don't even know half the stuff that Cardi B did that nobody has come out and talked about or announced. There's things we know that she did, but there's also things that nobody know is aware of her doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cardi, like I said, she got some growing up to do, Lady Rose. She definitely got some growing up to do. But when when you don't have self awareness and self love, because I definitely believe she suffers from low self esteem. And she doesn't have self awareness. So I would have to say I would agree with you, Lady Rome. Him cheating, it doesn't have nothing to do with her, and I think she has to realize that. I think that she equates that to her not being good enough. You see what I'm saying, Lady Rome? Because she's still young. Like we're more seasoned women. We know that. Nah, Ninja, it's you. It definitely ain't me. Okay. Yeah, the baby 3 months. That's what I thought. And she about to. And today's her first tour date, so that's gonna take a toll on Cardi. Um, I remember when she did an interview on Howard Stern, and he asked her how is she coping with everything, and has she thought about looking into therapy. And this was early on in her career that Howard Stern had this. Howard Stern, out of all people, I know Buttercups. Sometimes it's not. You can't pay attention to the messenger. Okay, you can't pay attention to the messenger. But he asked her a very poignant question early in her career, and she did say she's in therapy now, which is good. Usually with all the hoopla that was going on after the Super Bowl and during the Super Bowl about Cardi B on social media, she would have been came out here and held the spaces and went clean off, okay, cuss people out. But I'm glad she didn't. She went to that Super Bowl, did her little appearances, got her bag, and went on about her business. So yeah, but I agree with you, Lady Ro. Um, she's not at fault for him cheating on her. But my grandmother has a saying: people only do what you allow them to do. Right? Cardi B allowed Offset to do way too much, and that's why when she finally did, when she did want to put the foot down, he didn't understand that language because she had already let him get away with so much. You know, like I said, when she finds her self awareness, I believe it'll be a new awakening for her. She just still doesn't have self awareness or understand her value all the way and completely. Absolutely. Yep. Yes, symmetry. That's true. That is true. And me and my mother, I was just talking about that the other day because I was like, she was like, she just learned something, and I was like, yep. Well, they say, life is a continuing growing process. I don't want to learn, but then, she was joking. My butterfly. She's like, I don't want to learn nothing else. But I was like, life is a continuing growing process. It don't matter how old we get, we can always learn. We always learn something new. As much as nothing has changed over and around the sun, so many things have changed over and around the sun. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Absolutely, Sergeant Charge. That's why I think with the situation with Stephon Diggs, she didn't hesitate. She walked right on out that situation. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is being put out there that she walked right on out that situation. She didn't even hesitate. She didn't, was she the length or the nonsense that she put up with from Offset. She's not about to do that with Stephon Diggs because we're not married. Yeah, we got a son, but hey, we'll figure it out. You'll figure out how to be a father to all 19, 11 of your kids. Okay? And even if you can't, Big Body gonna make sure her babies are straight. So, hey, Queen Barb, salutations. Yeah, that's why I said symmetry. She is showing growth. Like I said, she would with the way people have been laughing at her this weekend and just dogging her out because of and this is what I never understand. I never understand why do the women in the situations get dogged out for the men's behavior? That happens a lot. That didn't just happen with Cardi B. That happens with a lot of celebrity relationships when they fall apart. It's all about dogging the woman out and blaming the women for having a heart and being caring and being a compassionate person. Like, oh, you're a dummy because you shouldn't have been compassionate. It's like that's the gaslighting for me, baby. Mm. I did hear the brother is also a loosey goosey. I did hear that, Lady Ro. I did have. We might have to go look into it, buddy, because we might have to go float around and be newsy. I got no ourselves and do some digging and find out. And you know what? And this is no nothing against their mother, but they probably watched her put up with some nonsense. Typically, they probably watched her put up with some nonsense. You know, who knows what the mother. Well, no, I believe the father passed away when they was young. I take that back. I believe that she was married to their father, and he passed away when they was young. But we far out. Who knows what they watched her put up with before the father passed away. But I believe he died of cancer when Steph and Stephon Diggs the oldest. But yeah, either way, he passed away when they was young. So I do remember that. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely pretty girly. And she's not so stush. Like I said, she has a real down to earth personality. So, there's a rumor, allegedly rumor has it, word on the curve is, I don't know how true it is, but they say that Stephon Diggs dips in both ponds, right? And Cardi B is so non-judgmental that that's something that wouldn't bother somebody like her. Half her team, half her glam team, is transgender women and gay men. So for Cardi B, she wouldn't even have a problem with that. hmm And she wouldn't even have a problem if that man actually was bisexual, I should say. Cardi B don't care about stuff like that. And like I said, but that's when you're not knowing your value and not understanding how sometimes you got to protect your energy. Unfortunately, because it's an evil world we live in, you just can't be nice to everybody. And Cardi B, anything like me, sometimes you get hurt by that because, like, dang, I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be an a-hole. Like, I find more pleasure in being, a nice person. I don't get pleasure out of being an a-hole. Some people get pleasure out of being an a-hole. Like, and me, I don't like that. I don't like when I have to, yeah. I don't necessarily like being a caterpillar mode because that's not my true heart. I'm more of I love people and, you know. Yeah, it's too much drama. I'm with you on that one, bad girl Riri. There's too, especially with that man right there, Stephon Diggs. He definitely has a lot of drama going on. You know, cause and here's what killed me about the women though, because my thing is this man got 50, 11 kids, right? You do know that he's not always going to be in the NFL, and it's really hard for any ex sport players to really pivot their career. A lot of them don't end up with careers where they're making the same amount of money they was making when they was active players. So I'm just trying. I don't understand none of the women that had this man's kid. I don't understand not a near one of them. And I guess it's the proximity or thinking that, your baby's going to forever be taken care of. And they obviously got to be young, dumb, and full of cum because they're not looking at the bigger, grander scheme of things. These sports players, a lot of them don't pivot their career once they retire. Very few have been able to pivot their career and make similar money to what they made when they was playing. And I couldn't understand why all these women want to have this man's baby anyway. That's crazy to me. And why he running around shooting up the club, just raw dogging everything. Like, huh? They got new STDs. Like, they just, baby, it's too much. Too much, okay? If you ain't making a baby, you might be causing a string of STDs out here. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what's going on, but I mean, multiple women in 1 year having your baby. That means you was, and you know that, like, okay, prime example. Y'all know that bacteria vaginosis really comes from a dirty wee wee. Some women don't, well, the young women, they don't be knowing nothing about their goddamn body. But, for the young women, I know it's older women know that. And we got some nurses in the building, okay? But that bacteria vaginosis be coming from them dirty wee-wees, okay? Because it be mixing you with other things that you don't need to be mixed with. That ain't yours, okay? Hey, Sunray! Me too, Yanni. I don't get it. And even further, I don't get wanting to have the man baby. That money is not always gonna be there. And if he don't know how to pivot his career once it's over, it definitely ain't gonna be there. So all y'all just gonna be running around with these babies, okay? Thinking this man gonna have, especially the women, if y'all ain't putting no money away for them babies and put the money in trust that you gonna get off this man for child support, I don't know. I don't see it. Me too. Oh my God. I think, and you know what he did? He kind of did what Offset did as far as rolling around with her ops. Because mind you, the situation allegedly rumor has a word on the curve is this particular lady that's supposed to be his best friend was actually allegedly having an affair with Offset and got pregnant by Offset. But, Offset made her get rid of the baby. So Cardi feels very betrayed. And it's similar to what Offset was doing. Remember, he was running around with them chicks that got beat up at the bar down in New York that, Nicki backed and paid for their lawyer so they could sue Cardi B. And, this man was seen at his birthday last year, the year before last, with these same women that just had Cardi B in court. She just had to pay $400 and something thousand in restitution. Well, they called it a donation. She donated to a school. Yeah, running around with the ops. I don't think Cardi B's not about to do that again for sure. Her ops bestie? No, the bestie is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see the way you putting it. You're right. She didn't. It's just, right, Yanni. That's just not enough. You be handsome as you want to be. Top of the morning, Kiwa. Top of the morning. Yeah, Cardi should have thought about the people that he had in his circle anyway. This man's best friend is the woman that was cheating with your husband, soon to be ex. Hopefully, real soon. Hopefully, you come on and sign them goddamn papers. And you hook up with Cardi wasn't thinking. Yes, Ray. Yes, Pre and Stephon Diggs, so-called besties. But yeah. That's why I had to think for a minute. That's why I knew what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant, girl. Yeah, Cardi should have thought about who he had in his circle, for sure. Don't want more coffee. Yes, buttercups. That ain't. I agree with you, Ray. That's why I said Cardi got some soul searching to do. She needs to find who she is. And she's at that age where we start to really try to figure out who we are in life and what we want out of life and what, what we'll tolerate. So, I absolutely agree. That's what I'm saying, Lady Ro. That's why Cardi B said, oh no, you got me all the way jacked up. See you later. You won't be having me a part of that circus. I'll be exiting left. Because why would you do that? And how would you do that? You had this girl showing up to all the games and all this. Why you didn't have them heifers there before? But, a lot of people feel like he used her anyway for publicity. And, the Patriots used her for more publicity, because the Kansas Chiefs had Taylor Swift. So they wanted their own Taylor Swift. Even though they don't, Cardi B don't get the same respect that Taylor Swift gets. Taylor Swift is another messy broad. Okay, Taylor Swift is another messy broad. But that's a different story for a different day, baby. But, I guess she ain't as messy as Cardi B, though. Because as many men as she dated, she ain't had no babies by him. I guess, well, you can't even say Cardi B had a whole bunch of babies. She was married to that man. That's the other thing I don't like. They try to make it seem like Cardi B is a loosey-goosey, but all her kids are by, except for this last one, is by the man she was married to. Which I don't like that. They be doing that to her. You know? So she didn't go out here and have a whole bunch of babies by random men. She just had one last baby by a random, okay? Don't be trying to equate all four of her babies to the random. Okay, the random only got one baby out the deal, okay? The other ones are offsets, okay? You think offset, girl? I don't know about that one, Riri. I hear that a lot, but I don't know about that one, Riri. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know who no Offset was. The only reason why I figured out who Offset was because I didn't even listen to the Migos, okay? I'm an old head. I like old rap. I wasn't even into all that mumble rap, okay? At all. So I didn't even know who that man was until Cardi B started dating him. So for me, the effect is opposite. She gives them the clout. I don't see how he was so instrumental in her career. I really don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. I didn't know who that man was until Cardi B started dating him. I didn't know who the Migos was. None of that nonsense. Okay? But because I liked it Cardi B and I was following her career and I was into her music, her mixtapes, okay, before she even dropped her album. Soon as I seen her debut on Love and Hip Hop, I fell in love with that girl. And I was following her. I even bumped her mixtape that summer. My friends got so tired of me talking about, no, put on Cardi B's mixtape, okay? they got tired of my behind that summer, okay? But yeah, I didn't know who nobody's Offset was. I did not know who the Migos was. None of that. Sorry, I don't think so. I really don't see him being that instrumental in her career. Yeah, well, I think they was huge down south, and see, I'm on the East Coast, so I can see, them being huge down south and not really so much up east, because, we don't like all Southern music. We only, we mess with certain Southern music, like we love Outkast and groups like that. But girl, I didn't know who nobody's Migo was. But you're right, it might have just been me. It might have just been me, because girl, if it ain't Tupac or Biggie, okay, or some Method Man, some old school rap. I still was listening to my old school rap. I really wasn't, I wasn't really into these newer rappers. I wasn't. Had I not been on floating around being newsy on social media, I still wouldn't know who half these people are, okay? Because trust and believe, I ain't never heard none of their music, but I'm all up in their little messy little life outside the music, because I be on social media, But if I wasn't on social media, I wouldn't know who half these people are. Like I said, I still don't be knowing half their music. I don't. Never listen to none of their songs a day in my life, okay? Or not to my knowledge, anyway. My boys be playing their music. I don't be running. Oh, who's that, baby? Who's that? I like them. Nope. 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 Shoot, at the time I be telling them, turn that, I call it the ninja noise. That newer rap, I call ninja noise, okay? The rap I grew up on with had meaning, okay? It had reasoning. It had storytelling, So that type of rap I call ninja noise, okay? That ninja noise. Yeah, I know Bad and Bougie was big, but girl, that's all I knew was the song. I didn't know who sung it. Now that did get played up here on the radio, but once again, I wasn't curious about who the artists were. I didn't know who the heck them. Now I was watching Complex, so. Like I said, if it wasn't for Cardi B, I wouldn't know who the Migos was. And if it wasn't for that situation that they had with Joe Budden one year. Y'all remember Complex? I did used to watch that. It used to be my show. What was that show with him, Nadeska, and academics. Dang. What was the name of that show again? They had y'all remember that show they had? I did used to watch that faithfully because I didn't even know who academic. I was kind of late to the parties. Okay, some of these parties. Oh, that is so pretty. Thank you so much, Miss AKA. Thank you. Hey, my love. Okay, thank you, Lady Road. Until he started messing with Cardi B. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, So I don't know about this being instrumental in her career. Okay, I just don't see it. Sure, he was instrumental in having us to have to wait 7 years for a new album. I'll give him that. With all the stress he was putting her under, she couldn't even focus on giving us another album for 7 years. So I'll give him that credit. But I don't know about him being instrumental in her career. I think not. She had the personality. Y'all said don't got no goddamn personality. Girl. Walk it like I talk it. Okay. Yeah. Well, like I said, they was more bigger to me, for me personally, in the South. We don't really bump a lot of. There'd be a lot of the Southerners that are big that we don't bump up here in the East Coast. We just don't. We have our own music scene, so we don't really be into the Southern music scene like that. Okay, yes, I love both her albums. I love the old one and the new one. Girl, first of all, she got Janet Jackson. Okay, the Janet Jackson to clear a song. Y'all know that there's nobody that has remade a Janet Jackson or a Michael Jackson song. Okay, that is very hard to get clearance for that. Very much so. So even my boo Janet rock with Cardi. Okay. Yeah, no, that's so. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, listen, I tell y'all know I'm auntie outside. But yeah, let's just hope she doesn't go back to that situation though, for real, because that Stephon Diggs is a mess. Yeah. Mm, okay, I can say that too. Okay, I could agree with that Queen script. It might depend on who, I probably wasn't around nobody, okay? Yeah, he trashed my love. As long as she'll go back to him, okay? Because he's definitely offset in a 2.0 form, okay? I mean, Offset got a whole bunch of kids too, outside of Cardi. Shoot. He got 4 kids. So yeah. No, outside of Cardi is 3. Yeah, we got the 2 boys and the daughter outside of Cardi. And then he got the 4 with Cardi. Yeah. Okay. He don't have homeboy. Yeah. No, I don't think it was at the game. No, I don't think it was at the game. I think it was way before the game when she found out the arrangements that he made for that so-called best friend and one of the baby mamas to be down there in the box with the family. Yeah, yeah. I think it was before the game. I don't think it was during the game. Yeah, I heard that too. It wasn't during the game at all because she got some work to because of her own family dynamic, Lady Rowe. Her father, she got a lot of brothers and sisters on her father's side. She definitely has spoken about that. She has a lot of brothers and sisters on her father's side, and her mother only got her and Hennessy, but the father got multiple children. So I think that's why Cardi doesn't see a big deal with it because she grown up in a very um, diverse family, and her father's side is the ones that they have more family in New York than the mother's side because the mother's from Trinidad and Tobago and the father's from the Dominican Republic. But his side has a lot more family in New York, so that's who she really grew up with. Her father's side, and her father got multiple kids. Yeah, so I think that for her is yeah, and it's the self esteem issues as well. I definitely believe it's the self esteem issues, but I think too also she doesn't really care about a man having multiple kids because of her own family dynamic. Because I know she got another sister. Dang, I do wonder how many kids the father got. I do know there's another sister that the father got that um she's on social media, but she's not as blown up as Hennessy. But yeah, she got multiple siblings on the father's side. Yeah, that's exactly what she should have done. Use him and use protection. That part right there, Yanni. Okay. Yeah, everyone has a different family dynamic, but she grew up with you know, a blended family. I don't know why I couldn't get the word out, but yeah, she grew up with more of a blended family because of her father. Yep, everybody's not looking for a husband. I don't think well, I don't know. Cardi B gives me a relationship type of women. Some women just they prefer to be in relationships because I remember when she blew up, her boyfriend was in jail and she was still sticking by her man. Okay, Tommy. Y'all remember Tommy? She just knew she was gonna marry Tommy. So Cardi B she's that type of loyal female, like she is, and yeah. But it's definitely self esteem too. Like I told you, I think it's a mixture of things. So it's a little onion. It's a little onion there with Cardi B. But I hope she really does the work though, because she got four kids that she gotta look out for. So there's some deep, serious work that she's gonna have to do. Yeah, there you go, sexual safety altogether. Yeah. I agree with you, Lady Ro, because I'm telling you, these times we living in, all these new diseases and I swear I seen something with the CDC saying there was a whole new form of one of them STDs has a whole new trait now. I don't know. I just girl, yeah, you got to be careful. Got to be careful, baby. Shoot, did we listen? You know what needs to be acquired? All these kids watch that movie Kids. Y'all remember that movie Kids? I think that still needs to be a requirement for these kids up shoot and don't even let them get out of middle school without watching. Never mind high school. Don't even let them get out of middle school without watching that movie Kids, okay? Cause baby, that movie still hit like it did when it first came out, okay? It does seem like nobody's worried about it. Yeah, and these are the consequences. Yep, yeah. I agree with you, Lady Ro. It ain't about marriage so much, but you do need to protect yourself. Like I said, even if it was just you having fun, girl, you should have been strapping up. You just had a baby, so you should have figured you might be fertile. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That Lady Ro, that's my problem. That's why I said she better than me, baby. Cause even if I was just having fun with you, baby, this I don't know how I would feel. Like I don't even know. I would be so unattracted. Like you going up in multiple women at one time. Fertile myrtle, girl. Fertile myrtle. Okay, you just had blossom, so you definitely should have been strapping up. Okay, but like I said, I think Cardi just wanted to get out of that offset situation. And but I'm just pissed because now Tasha K all up in the mix. Tasha K, run that girl up for 1 million. Tasha K gonna forever hate that girl, and she brought it up. Yeah, just nasty. Definitely just nasty. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Riri. So she definitely, she has to take responsibility for her being irresponsible too. I definitely agree with that, Buttercups. It ain't all. I ain't blaming it all on step on. She definitely had needed to make better choices. I totally agree, Buttercup. Listen, two things to be true at the same time. I know I love me some Cardi B. But yeah, Trashy K all up in the mix, dropping all type of tea. Get on my damn nerves. Oof. And the whole I watched that. I was here for that in real time, okay? I had just started my other channel when all that popped off. In fact, why did I? Oh, that's why I started my other channel because I used to like Trasha K. She was doing that Mary Harvey situation with Essie Berry. I don't know if y'all familiar with who Essie Berry is, but she was doing that Mary Harvey situation with Essie Berry, and that's how I discovered Trasha K. And then after that, she just kept blowing up. And then that girl Star Marie came out with that story about Cardi B, and she wanted Cardi B to come on her platform, and Cardi B turned her down. So just think about it. All this hate that Tasha K has for Cardi B is manufactured hate that she manufactured herself. The minute Cardi B told her no about coming on her platform and giving her an interview to rebuttal what that girl Star Marie was coming out here saying, Tasha K had a vendetta get her ever since. So my thing is, I could see if Cardi B actually did something to Tasha K. This been going on, what, 11 years now? It don't make no sense. Tasha K don't make a bit of sense with the hate she has for Cardi B. And all she had to do is take down the video. Take down the video. That's all that girl actually do. And Cardi B did what Megan Thee Stallion didn't do. Cardi B sent a cease and desist. Tasha K want to hop online and talk about how she gonna wipe her tail with it. Okay, yeah. Well, run that $4 million that you owe that girl while you still trying to harass and antagonize her. That I don't like, and you too grown. Like, I don't like adult bullies. I don't like bullies, period. I definitely don't like adult bullies. Tasha K is a bully, and I don't like that shit at all. When you get into bullying people because you can't get what you want from them, I don't like that shit. And Tasha K is a bully, and I can't stand bullies. Just trash. And the girl get on the stand, told y'all that she admitted to being a liar and lying for her stories, and people are still like, they still go up for the amount of people that even give that girl, that uses that girl's platform, gets on my nerves. Like, unfortunately, by Cardi B suing her, it gave her more clout. And that's what I mean about today's society. You can get, it don't matter good or bad. People, you can get clout. It don't matter good or bad. Like I said, we see what's going on with Victoria, aka Glorilla's sister. It's crazy. People get clout off of anything these days, and it just don't make no sense. It just don't make a bit of sense. Okay, that's true, Queen Strip. She was, yeah, Marjorie. Girl. All right, Queen Script. What they call her, Lady Heroin? Girl, all right. Marjorie is a trip. And the way she finagled Steve Harvey was trash. Okay? Marjorie Harvey. And it, man, don't get me started on Marjorie. The heroin. What do they call it? What did I say? Queen Heroin or Lady Heroin? Girl, please. Don't get me started on Marjorie. Did I tell y'all this, Buttercups? Okay, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is now, y'all love Marjorie? Oh, God. Oh, Buttercups, what am I going to do with y'all? Y'all just be liking the most, controversial people. Buttercups, what am I going to do with y'all? Thank you, Lady Ro. The blueprint as a Jezebel. Girl, I didn't even want to say it, but pass it on down to her daughter, famous for nothing. Girl, I do love y'all, but I am gonna have to love y'all. But baby, y'all be loving some of the most weirdest people. Ugh. Girl. Okay, anyway, allegedly rumor has it, word okay. Yeah, Marjorie got her man, the old heifer. But allegedly rumor has it, word on the curve is, right? While everybody was thinking it was Dame Dash's ex-wife that Beyonce was referencing in Lemonade, it went over everybody's head that she was actually referencing Marjorie, because allegedly rumor has it, word on the curve is Marjorie and Jay-Z was messing around behind the scenes, because I don't know how true this is now. Rumor has it that she was really talking about Marjorie Harvey, because Marjorie Harvey was sneaking around with Jay-Z on the low low. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is that's just one of them rumors that's out there, Buttercups. I'm not saying it to be fact, nor am I saying it to be true, and I don't know if it's true. I'm just telling you what the word on the curve is. And at that time, Marjorie Harvey came out and did a whole little Instagram photo shoot wearing a lemonade dress, Buttercups. Thank you, number one Buttercup. Thank you for my gift. Yes, Buttercups. Get into that tea. Okay, definitely Jezebel through and through. Two kingpins, okay? That well, they said they was related, but one of them was released from jail, and he said no, they wasn't related, but they was best friends or whatever. But yeah, girl, Marjorie kept it in the family, somewhat kept it in the family, girl. Mm-hmm. I think even her daughter wrote a letter because it's her father, it's the daughter's father, but she wrote a letter to Obama to get him a pardon. And I think Obama gave him a pardon, y'all. So that's how one of them kingpins got out. Somebody interviewed him. Was it Sherelle's World? Somebody interviewed him because he's supposed to having a book coming out. But allegedly, rumor has word on the cover is Marjorie was behind the scenes trying to make sure that book didn't come out. I don't know, Buttercups. We might have to go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, I mean, to each his own. Beauty's with an eye to beholder. Cause anywho, beauty's with an eye to beholder. Cause she looked like Gonzo to me. She looked like Gonzo to me, baby. Y'all remember Gonzo? She looked like Gonzo to me, okay? I don't get the hoopla, but hey, y'all know how that go. I don't find Marjorie to be, you know, you know, you know. I got plenty of Marjories in the hood, okay? Shoot. Yes, she's definitely a preference. Thank you, Queen Script. She's definitely a preference because, baby, she's not all that. But anyway, I digress. I've seen prettier. I've seen prettier. Okay, just in the hood, I done seen prettier. Oh, Buttercups. Yeah, we gotta get our tripod because this spring, summer, we heading down Newberry Street. We're gonna do a little fashion every week. Gonna head down Newberry Street and see the fashions, baby. Because we gotta get started with our fashion statement. Because y'all know your girl love fashion. Another one of my little passions, undercover passions. Not undercover, but low key passion. You know, your girl just like a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gotta get our tripod. So we go down Newberry Street and check out okay that part right there. What you say ain't one Marjorie in the hood? Cut it out, Queen Script. I don't know about your hood, but my hood, we very diverse, baby. Okay? Yeah, I done seen plenty of Marjories around here, baby. Yeah. Queen Script. I ain't no Marjorie's in the hood and she came from the hood. Okay, Marjorie's from the hood. Oh, hood booger. Jezebel. Yeah. Let me stop for the cuss. I love y'all. Shoot, okay, well, let me let y'all get y'all Won't He Do It Wednesday on, okay? We all be an hour in, Buttercups. I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another edition of Morning Table Talks with your girl. Mentality. I don't know. Yeah, I know some old HOEs. Thank you so much, Lady Roll. Thank you for the gifts, Buttercups. Greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Won't He Do It Wednesdays, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me for another edition of Morning Table Talks down to the Butterflies Corner, all right? I gotta go check on Mama Butterfly, see how her traveling coming. What time is it? Oh yeah. I gotta go check on Mama Butterfly. Okay, them 304s, girl. Anywho, Buttercups, y'all remember the what? Smile! And the world smiles with you, all right? It's the most simplest, kindest gesture that you could offer anybody. And it's a universal language. No matter what country you come from, what language you speak, everybody understands a smile, Buttercups. I hope y'all enjoyed the rest of y'all Beautiful. Today is beautiful out here, Buttercup. So your girl gonna be out here touching snow. Okay, I'm gonna step out here. I ain't really got nowhere to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make somewhere for me to be. Okay, just so I can enjoy this nice little bit of weather. Cause we'll probably be right back to below zero tomorrow or something. I don't know, Buttercup. But anyway. Okay, y'all just make sure y'all have a wonderful day. Okay, for Won't He Do It Wednesdays. And don't forget, we did our cooking last night, Buttercups. I'm so proud of myself. I was late. I was later than Cooter Brown. You know what I'm saying? Not higher than Cooter Brown, but later than Cooter Brown. But I made it. Listen, and I believe it. Because she was a preference. I believe in number one, Buttercup, because she was a preference. Absolutely. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday, all right? Y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button, okay? Don't forget to tell a friend to get down here and subscribe to your girl ButterFlii's Corner, okay? Sharing is caring. And I don't know, Buttercups. We'll see how the day go. I might pop on again tonight just to kick it with y'all, hang out. Because we're just trying to get our bonds back in this algorithm, okay? We need to get back in this algorithm. Because your girl is trying to get to her 3,000, okay? By the end of this year, to her 3,000. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Just make sure y'all stay on y'all square and keep your head on the swivel, all right, Buttercups? In the meantime, in between time, love, light, and butterflies. Mwah. See you guys on the upside. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I miss having our little morning talks. Yes. We're getting back into our groove, Buttercups. We are getting back into our groove, okay? And I'm excited about that. All right, Buttercups. Love, light, and butterflies.